Hey guys, welcome to one of my many videos, and this video is regarding a new hobby I picked up, a new project I'm working on. This one is a card game based off the animated series Ippo, the Ippo animated series. And I know you guys already know, some of you guys do. I was working on a Captain Tsubasa animated card game. I did put that on hold. And I went back, and instead of, using pictures online, I wanted to try something new. I wanted to try spriting. And this is a boxer card. I'm going to explain how the game works. This is a boxer card. You can only have one boxer card. So pretty much you can only have one card to fight with. And these are two different versions of Ippo right here. This is his first one from the Rookie King tournament. And you can see here, this one's a little more stronger because this is the second card. This is from the Class A. This is when he's going to fight Dante. And this is the first one with the Rookie King tournament where he fights Sendo. His ability, you see it there, Peekaboo. That means energy, EN in the corner, energy 5. You have the HP, 2000, power, 150, defense, 50. And then in this box, you have the name, Ippo Makanochi. And then in parentheses, you have the arc where they're from, Rookie King Tournament. And then up there, you have the boxer card. It tells you what type of card it is. Now, I have other fighters, of course. This is a move card. We'll get into that in a second. The blue cards are outboxers. The red cards are infighters. So you have three card types. You have a yellow card, you have a blue card, and you have a red card. So red, yellow, and blue. Red is infighting, yellow is hybrid, mid-range, and blue is outboxing. So as you can see here with Mashiba, Ryo Mashiba, also from the Rookie King tournament. He has his own ability, legal draw. He has HP, power, and defense. But his card frame is blue opposed to the red. That tells you what card you're using. So a blue card is strong. A blue card beats the red card beats the yellow card, and yellow card beats the blue card. So it's a triangle effect. So Mashiba actually gets 2 times the power against Ippo. So it would be 50 times 100. So he would give Ippo a little, run for his money. And yeah, guys, so let me get into the rules a little bit. Let me show you some of the cards, and we can go from there. Alright, guys, this is where my magic happens. This is where I make my cards. This is the card that you saw, these two. Turn this one on. So I got Ippo. Got the first Ippo here. Got the second Ippo. You can see his stats change a lot there. So right now, I'm starting to remake the cards and give them backdrops. That way they look more interesting. I had this new card made yesterday, Kenta Kobayashi from the Rookie King tournament. He has his own ability, Dull Tactics. And Dull Tactics, I did write what the abilities do for each card. Then we have Miyata. First row, meaning he always goes first when you're rolling the dice. Got Sendo. He gets 2 times the power, so 100 times 2, which is always 200. And if he's fighting a hybrid fighter, he will get another times 2 to the 200, and he will be very, very powerful. Let's get that up. And then the last card, as you guys already saw, Ryo Mashiba. So let me pause this right here so I can show you guys something else. All right, you guys got a sneak peek of this one. This is the first move card that I upgraded. I'm going to upgrade every single one of them. As you can see, the other ones have just like a red backdrop. Again, I'm going to go ahead and upgrade them all. I'm going to make them look like this. Give them more visual so you guys could be more entertained, more interested. There you see Sendo throwing up an uppercut. As you saw before, the characters have energy. This card requires 4. It's an uppercut. A punch thrown like a vertical line at the opponent's chin or solar plex. So let's take that off. Over here we have the jab. Requires 1 energy. A quick punch thrown with the lead hand. We have a cross. A punch thrown with the dominant hand requires 2 energy. Got a hook. A hook is usually aimed at the jaw, but it can also be used for body shots, especially to the liver. And over here we have, oh, let's turn that on. We have the overhand. Oh, and forgot to mention, guys, in the corner you see they have the power. I still need to add that to this card. I didn't add it. It should go in the corner over here. So let's go ahead and do that now so I can show you guys what I mean. You guys can get a sneak peek of what I do. So let's make sure the pencil is black. We go, oh, let's turn this on first. Go here. We're going to write 50. So we're going to write pa, which means power. We write plus 50. I think plus 50. Yeah, plus 50. Okay, apply. And we're going to drag it to the corner right there. So now we have this move that gives you power 50. Plus 50. And just like the other ones, it has the same thing. This one is 50. Overhand. Was it 50 or was it 40? I'm sorry. I think it's supposed to be 40. Yeah, this is 50. Let's do that again. It should be 40 actually. Let's change that. Plus 40. It remembers, so I don't have to write all that. Just gotta apply it and drag it. So 40. That should be good. Cool. All right. So, and then we have illegal moves as well. I'm also gonna add headbutt. This one is low blow. So low blow has an effect. It's an illegal blow below the belt, and so the effects is if it lands heads, it depletes the player's energy to 0. So let's say I use this card against your boxer. If the coin lands head, your energy becomes 0. So if you had 100 energy all saved up, if you have 50, 20, it's all 0 now. And the coin lands to tails, I lose a point, and you don't lose your energy. You're still good, but I lose a point. So it's a gamble. It's a gamble. And it also has 100 power. So you still take the damage, even if you didn't get hit. And I think I forgot to put plus on that one. Yeah, it's okay. I'll fix it later. I got it. Like I said, I gotta redo the cards. I don't know why I keep doing this. I gotta redo the cards later, anyways. So let's go on to the next one. Over here, guys, we have the skill cards, which are green cards. As you saw before, the move cards were red. These are skill cards. So there's 5 types of cards. There's item cards, move cards, skill cards, boxer cards, and energy cards. So far, I have not done the energy or the item cards. Item cards can only be used after a round ends. Energy cards can be used before you engage. And you can also use energy cards during the round ends as well. So let's take a look at this. So here's one of my skill cards. I made this one yesterday. Cross arm block, raises defense by 2 times, can be used during battle phase. Over here we have another one. Reduces defense by 1/2 for 1 round. Guard breaker. And we have another card that I need to upgrade because these were the old. As you can see, I didn't add no visual in the back. But this one is called Foot Stomp. I'm going to update this one. So from now on, I'm going to add visuals like you see here. It does take longer, but it definitely does make the card look prettier. So that's it for now with the visual aspect. Let me go and read some rules to you guys about how the game is going to work. Okay, the rules are as follows. Ippo card game fighting spirit. Each player must have 1 boxer card. So you guys have to have a boxer card in order to play, along with 20 skill cards, 20 item cards, 20 energy cards, and between 20 to 40 move cards. You can have an unlimited amount of move cards for jab, hook, uppercut, cross, and overhand. Oh, misspelled that. And overhand. So guys, pretty much, let's say you're using Sendo. Sendo has a move called the Smash, Low Smash, Deadly Smash. You can only have like 3 of those copies. But with jabs, uppercuts, hooks, cross, overhand, you can have 10. You can have whatever you want. But right here it says, but other move cards have a limit of 3. Rule 2, each turn is 15 seconds with each round being 3 minutes long. So pretty much, guys, each round is 3 minutes, but you're not going by a normal time speed. You're going by 15 second increments. So pretty much when it's my turn and I skip, it's 15 seconds. When it's your turn, you skip, it's 15 seconds. 50 seconds, 50 seconds. It keeps going until the whole 3 minutes stop. If your character did not get his butt kicked, and there are other factors deciding how the game ends, you live to see another round. So, rule 3, a boxer is knocked down depending on a flash KO, coin flipping, or reducing HP. So, if you have a move that, if you have a move or an ability, if you're using a box that has a move or an ability or some move card or something like that, that can knock you down, you can coin flip and decide if he's going to go down. If your HP does get to 0, you do get knocked down. There are other factors deciding if you get knocked down or not. Then we have rule 4, evasive actions. Are decided by rolling 3 dice. If the dice lands on 2 of the same number, such as 1 through 6, and the single die being 1 through 6, the result of the single die will be your total. So that means, guys, if you have, obviously you need 3 dice. So if I rolled 3 dice and 2 of the dice come out to 4 and the other one comes out to a 2, my answer is 2. Your single dice will be the answer, will be the result. But in order to get that result, you need to have 2 matching dice. Then it says, whoever has the highest number wins the duel of either dodge or being hit by a move card. If the player rolls 1, 2, 3 or triple of either 1, 2, 3, they lose and get countered. So you do not want to roll a 1, 2, 3 or triple of 1, 2, or 3. If that happens, you're going to get countered. And counter rolls, punches result in a 2 times damage to the HP, and you get stunned for 1 turn. If the player gets a triple with either 5, 4, or 6, the hit will be 4 times. So you want to get a triple with 4, 5, or 6. That'll be 4 times the power. But if evading, the attacking player loses all his energy and it becomes 0 and gets countered with a 4 times. So if you roll the dice, if you're the attacker and you get 4, 5, 6, you automatically win and you inflict 4 times damage. However, let's say if you land a 3 and then your opponent who's invading lands a 4, 5, and 6, or a triple, I should say, 4, 5, or 6, a triple of those numbers, your energy becomes 0 and you take a 4 times power damage. If the player rolls a 4, 5, or 6, this is called a storm, and this will result in a flash knockdown. So this is one way to get a flash knockdown if you get a 4, 5, and 6. But if you're invading, the opposing opponent discards the entire hand, loses all his energy, and takes 6 power damage. You will get 3 chances to roll. Okay, so guys, essentially, so if I'm the invasive boxer and I get a storm, 4, 5, and 6 in that order, I will not only hit you with a 6 times power hit, you lose your entire hand and you lose all your energy. And you get 3 chances to roll. If you do not score anything within your 3 rolls, you will lose, which is called a piss, and will result in either being punch if attacker and invading if defender. So the battle phase is pretty much is if it's your turn and you're attacking, you're the attacker, and the other person's defender is the invasive boxer, the counter boxer. And if you're the attacker, you know, it goes either way. And if the invasive boxer wins the roll, he's going to punch you in the face, and obviously not get hit. And if you are the attacking boxer, you know, you can hit him and not allow him to evade and punch you back. Winning by decision. A player can win by decision if all rounds were completed. The player who landed the most punches and scored knockdowns within each round can win a round, 10 through 9, 10 to 8, depending if you knocked them down. Depending on the point score for each round will determine who wins the round. The overall point at the end of the fight will determine who wins via decision. So guys, there are different ways to win by decision. Each punch has a number system, and I'm going to show you guys that in a second, and that decides if you win by decision. Also, knocking down your opponent gives you more points. So the next one is illegal taxes. I did show you guys 2 illegal moves, the foot stomp and the low blow, which is really more of an illegal move. I mean, they're both illegal, but you know what I mean. Some skill cards or move cards, such as Foot Stomp or Low Blow, will be beneficial for whomever uses them. When using an illegal tactics, flip a coin, and if you call it right, you won't be penalized by the ref. So you have a chance to not get caught by the ref. If you call it wrong, you will have 1 point deducted. Using these illegal tactics will help you gain an edge. For example, the Low Blow move card will deplete a player's energy, and it will become 0. Using Headbutt move card will open up a cut on the opposing player, which will result in 2 times damage until the round ends. So that's until the end of the round. So that's a pretty good move right there, Headbutt. Using skill cards such as Foot Stomp will negate the opposing player's turn, and they will be unable to invade, counter, or use their card. So the Foot Stomp automatically just shuts down the player for the rest of the turn. So the next turn you can go, but once you use it for that turn, you pretty much can't do anything except become a punching bag. You can't even counter. Here's an example of cards. We already saw the cards before. Card types. We have the boxer card, can only have 1. Move card can have between 20 to 40. These cards can be used as combinations. We'll get into that soon. Special moves such as Deadly Smash can only be used once per round. So if you do have Deadly Smash in your hand, you can only use that move card 1 time per round. So not per turn, per round. So the whole 3 minutes has to end before you can use another one. Skill cards can be used before the battle phase and during, depending on the card type. Only 2 per round can be used. Okay, so guys, you can. So for example, if you have 2 Foot Stomps, you can only use 2 skill cards with Foot Stomps for that round. So use your skill cards wisely. You don't want to use the skill cards right away. You want to try to strategize and use them at the right time. Then you have energy card, can only be used before the battle phase. I might also make it during when the round ends. Then you have the item cards, can be used during the end of the round. So that's, the cut man gets to work. So you're gonna have like different items, like for your end swell, things like for the cut man. We'll get to that in a second. Then we have the point system. Jabs equal 1 point, cross equals 2 points, hook equals 3 points, uppercut 4 points, overhand punch 5 points, special move 8 points. So depending on how you land, you got to tally what you land. If you get countered, obviously you don't land it. So only clean shots get marked. Combinations equal to the amount of points. For example, using a 1-2. So let's say if you have in your hand cross and a jab, you can use 1 jab, which is 1, and the cross, which is 2. So you can use a 1-2, and that will accumulate. So be jab equals 1, cross equals 2 points, and the total will be 3. The hit rate, also the overall. So let's say I landed. So you also got to tally what you miss and what you land. So you got to keep track of thrown punches and landed punches, and then you have the overall percentage that they also take into account. The judges at the decision, and then you have the knockdown in a round, which results in negative 2 points. So if I get knocked down, I lose 2 points. So we have 8 combos. Certain moves can be used as a chain, which will result in a combination. For example, if you have a jab card and a cross, you can perform a 1-2, which will result in more points and more damage. So that's how you hurt your opponents even more and score points and eventually knock them down. Beating the count. So this is what happens when you get dropped. When your HP drops to 0, you will flip a coin. And if you call it wrong, you will be knocked down. If you call it correct, then you will clinch and regain HP. Regain HP depending on the count you were able to get up. So it depends, guys. I think I wrote that wrong. If you call it correct, then you will clinch and regain HP. Yeah. So let's put a period here. This is a different sentence. Depending on the count you were able to get up. Let me see. I think I messed this up. So pretty much what I meant to say was, let's say you get dropped. So if you call it right, you will be able to clinch and you regain some HP. But if you get dropped, you can gain some HP. But let's say if I get up in the count of 2, I gain 100 HP. If I get up in the count of 4, I gain 80. If I get up in the count of 6, I gain 60. If I get up in the count of 8, I gain 40. And if 10, obviously I'm KO. So let me just take a quick look at this, guys. Alright, guys, so I did adjust that. It was a little confusing, so let's read that again. When your HP drops to 0, you will flip a coin, and if you call it right, you will be knocked down. So when your HP drops to 0, if the player that's the attacker calls it right, you will be knocked down. So let's make sure we put that in there. When your HP drops to 0, you will flip a coin, and if you call it wrong, you will be knocked down. Okay, so that's fine. And then it says if you call it correct, then you will clinch and regain 20 HP. If you get knocked down, you must win the dice roll in order to beat the count and get back up. So the dice roll is going to be the same as the other one. You have 3 dice. You have to match 2 and get the single one will be your answer. Every time you lose to your opponent, it's 2 seconds to the count. So every time you lose the dice roll, the time goes higher and higher. If the count reaches to 10, you will lose via KO. So that's how that works. Then you have the energy. Each turn, a player gains 1 energy. I might change that to 2, actually. Change it to 2. A player gains 2 energy points. I feel like 1 is too little. Oh, wait, each turn? Yeah, you know what? Maybe that'll be too much too. I don't know. I don't know if I should leave a 2 or 1 each turn. Let's see. Let's put a 2. That might actually be beneficial. Each turn, a player gains 2 energy points. However, energy cards can be used each round twice per turn. Okay. So we have the fighter types. Like I said before, we have the outboxer, the blue boxer cards. Mid-range was the hybrid. Write that in there. I'll leave that alone. Infighting, red boxer cards. Outboxer beats infighting, causes 2 times the damage. I might make it a defense as well. Infighting beats mid-range, causes 2 times the damage. Mid-range beats outboxer, causes 2 times the damage. Outboxer has 2 times defense against infighting. So I was thinking of doing this, but I might take this off. I don't know. Does Pokemon do that? Because I was trying to blend it with some of the Pokemon gameplay and other card games. But I'll just leave it 2 times the damage only. So discard pile move cards. After the end of each round, collect your discarded move cards and shuffle them back to your deck and draw 5 cards. So after the round ends, guys, you will have the chance to go to your discard pile, graveyard, and get all your move cards back, shuffle them to your deck, and then draw 5 cards. Excuse me. It doesn't have to be move cards. It could be any cards, but you got to draw 5 cards again. Combination list. Combo requires energy for each card. Below is a list of cards that can be used for a combination attack. These are just a combination list of cards that can be comboed together. Some combos. Jab, hook, cross, uppercut can be used 4 times straight limit. So they have a limit of how much you can use them. Here's just some card ideas that I have for the future. I already did this one. So I wonder if I can cross that out. Is there a cross out option here? So I have some other stuff that I'm trying to do. You have a skill card called Down Avoid knockdowns, or Get Up instantly from a knockdown, usable from hands only during battle phase. Then I have G-Cross, raises defense 4 times. You have Taunt, randomly discards 2 cards from your opponent's hand. Player's hand, sorry. Pressure, negate card types for 1 round. So you have a few here that I have. I'm still working on. So that's a lot of cards I still have to do. And you have the move card. Smash, 6-time power against mid-range. Flip a coin. If it's heads, opposing player is knocked down. If tails, reduce energy by 2 times. Low smash, 8 times power against mid-range. And 6 times power against outboxers. Flip a coin. Flip 3 coins. If 2 heads, knock down opposing player. So this is what I meant, guys, by before. Some cards do knock you down and reduce energy to 0. If heads, reduce your energy to 0 and no knockdown. Deadly Smash can only be used by Sendo Takashi. I might make the other ones low smash only used by Sendo as well. Smash, probably anybody can use it, but I think low smash and deadly smash will only be used by Sendo. I'm going to change that right now, actually. Because I feel like that's something that Sendo created. I feel like anyone can use the smash, really. Shoot. You know what? Leave it like that. You want it to be nice and bold so you can understand how serious that is. Let's see. Yeah, 8 times the power. Okay. Can only be used by Sendo Takashi. Low smash and the low smash and deadly smash can only be used by Sendo Takashi. I'm trying to take the boldness off. Oh, that sucks. Hold on, let's see. Is it on here? Oh, it is on. There you go. Once per round, 10 times power against all card types. So it doesn't matter what card type you are. So this is why I was probably going to add like a little bit of defense against some other card types. Flip 2 coins. If 2 heads, knockdown player. So I might still add maybe like 2 times defense against your weaker or some. I'm still thinking about how that's gonna work. So let's see. Actually, you know what? 2 times power against mid range. Okay, so if we put only, that might make more sense. If we put the word only. Mid range and outboxers only. So now, Deadly Smash will have against all card types. Flip 2 coins. If 2 heads, knock down opponents. So this one gives you no drawback. So if you flip 2 heads, you'll knock down opponents. Jolt counter. During battle phase, when evading opponent's player used from hand. This is me. It's a special move. Nulls defense and causes 8 times the power damage. That is crazy. So when you have successfully invade the player, now you have the option to give them a jolt counter if you have it in your hand. So let's write that down. Oh, so player use. Okay, so cool. It's right there. Flicker jab ignores defense 2 times power damage. So your defense completely gets ignored and you take 2 times the power damage. Chopping right causes guard breaker 4 times power damage. Here have some energy cards, fan favorite. Champion adds 20. So you can see, guys, I had some things going on here. Simple energy adds 1. Random. Still working on some stuff. I got the item cards, water, gauze, pads, petroleum jelly, cotton swabs, and swell. Restores your HP. These can be used when you're at the corner when the round ends. You have the boxer cards. Edges onto. He's definitely gonna get upgraded. This is not his real thing. His ability might stay. Draws 2 cards per round. This is Ippo's move. Peekaboo. Flip a coin. If 2 heads, negate attack. Dull tactics. Kobayashi's. So it has a few passive moves. Jabs do not require energy. So jab cards do not require energy. Jab cards do not require energy. Automatically can clinch when knocked down. So when you are about to get knocked down, you can clinch automatically without, you can bypass all the requirements. But only can be used once per round. And you have cross arm block, always active during battle phase. So you always have cross arm blocks. That means Kobayashi always has 2 times the defense. So that's pretty much it, guys. I know it still needs some work, but I think overall, I think I did a pretty good job. And I made all this like, on the go. I just made it. Anyways, guys, if you have any questions about this card game, feel free to comment below. Feel free to email me. My email is in the about, I believe. Join my Discord if you want to talk about it. It's just something that I'm doing for fun. Hopefully I can finish it. And you guys can play it. If there's a way to make it into a video game, I will do so. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Take care.